We're good.
Okay. Hello and welcome to this week's Notes from the OutWest Shop Ranch House. I've begun to do this, a little recap of what's going on this week. We continue to celebrate featured poets during April National Poetry Month, and this week we're in right now. April 19th to the 25th is Cowboy Poetry Week. And you can find special posts on the Rendezvous with a Writer Out West Facebook page, and I do post them on the OutWest Shop Facebook page as well. So you'll want to check out who have we been talking about this week. I'll give you a little heads up because they're right here with me on this table. One day we featured poet AK or Kathy Moss. To those of us that know and love her, we featured this award-winning poet. This CD won Cowboy Poetry of the Year 2019 by the International Western Music Association last fall. She's also an author, and she's got a trilogy of books called the Unspoken Trilogy. We also highlighted Janet Squires. Janet, we've known for years and years when we lived in the Santa Clarita area. She has written a wonderful kids' books, The Gingerbread Cowboy, and she also was very involved with rescue animals, and so she wrote a wonderful story for kids, Monty, the Courageous Survival of a Rescue Dog. And she also writes historical fiction. This is one of my favorites, Desperate Straits by Janet Squires. So we did a little blog about Janet on the Rendezvous with a Writer. Then let's see, what else do we have coming up? Oh, Eric Heisner. We did a special write-up for Eric Heisner this week. And he writes adventure stories, Western fiction. He's an actor. He's kind of a man, jack of all trades, and another person that we just enjoy hanging out with. This is his Wings of the Pirate, and then this is his Along to Presidio, a Western novel. So you may like to go and read about Eric on the Rendezvous with the Writer Out West page or the Out West Shop page. Let's see, tomorrow night on the Writer's Block radio show, our guest is J.R. Sanders, another gentleman, he and his wife Rose, that were dear friends in California, always participated in our annual Buckaroo Book Shop that went along with the Santa Clarita Cowboy Festival. He wrote, among other books, Some Gave All. This is a fabulous nonfiction book. This is a tribute to forgotten Old West lawmen who died with their boots on. Men whose names you wouldn't necessarily recognize, but JR made sure that they got their due. And we have been waiting and waiting and waiting for this book to come out. Stardust Trail, and we'll be talking about this one on the Writer's Block tomorrow night. I have a little bit left to read. This is private detective Nate Ross, and he's in Los Angeles working a case in Tinseltown. He's going to the B movie, working with B movie cowboys. It's set in spring of 1938. I love this character, and JR does tell me there are more coming. So he's with us tomorrow night on the Writer's Block. Tomorrow, Thursday, Radio Day in the morning on Campfire Cafe, we are celebrating Cowboy Poetry Week, and we will have with us Mark Munsert, an award-winning poet, and with him, Teresa Burleson. She was honored with Female Cowboy Poet of the Year last year, and she has a number of CDs to her name. I just have 3 of them here, but Teresa will be with us tomorrow, along with Mark, and the founder of cowboypoetry.com, a phenomenal place to go for all things cowboy poetry. Margot Menegrano will be joining us as well on the Equestrian Legacy Radio Network at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time. Just put in equestrianlegacy.net, and the show, if you go on at 12 o'clock or after, the show will just come up and play live, and then it becomes a podcast shortly after. Another poet we highlighted this week is Colt Blankman, a young man who is absolutely a guy to keep your eye on in the cowboy poetry world, playing to audiences large and small and having a ball. And let me check my notes, because I think that pretty much I've got it all covered. This week on the Out West Hour, Spring's Busting Out All Over will be our theme. On Saddle Up America, tomorrow at 1 o'clock Central Time, Becky Englert will join us and we'll continue to talk about wild Wyoming horses and the situation going on there. And let me see, what else? Oh, we're announcing a Facebook giveaway contest. First one we've ever done. It will start on April 26th at 12:01 a.m. And you'll be able to read all about that at outwestshop.com. In the toolbar, click blog, and you'll see all the information about that. And then just be prepared to go to OutWest Shop's Facebook page starting Sunday and enter to win. And I think that's a wrap. It's always a great day out west.